The bench boost goes down as a success thanks to clean sheets from Ben White and Gabriel, but a score of 125 points wasn't enough to avoid a small red arrow, down to 65,000. Going without Josko Gvardiol these past few weeks has not been fun, and the Croatians' brace against Fulham dealt a significant early blow. Pedro Porro hit back with a thunderous effort against Burnley after a fine solo run into the box, but consecutive blanks from Petrovic, Burn and Delo added little to the score. Phil Foden continued his excellent form with a second-half strike against Fulham to give Man City some breathing space, while Cole Palmer helped Chelsea take the lead against Nottingham Forest with a beautifully crafted pass to Mykhailo Mudryk, before opening the scoring against Brighton with a superb header into the top corner. Alexander Isak failed to score for the first time in 8 home matches, with Eddie Howe admitting the striker was feeling slightly under the weather. But Nicholas Jackson found the net for a 4th time in 3 outings after an inch-perfect cross from Reece James. The Senegalese striker then saw a goal disallowed for a marginal offside in his second fixture. Now let's turn our attention to Sunday's all-important final day, with a look at some possible transfer plans for Gameweek 38. I'm relatively happy with how the team looks, and there isn't an obvious weak spot to improve, so it could be a case of waiting for some early team news on Sunday to help me decide. If I had an easy route to Salah, I'd be extremely tempted by the Egyptian. I could in theory get there by selling Maddison and Isak for a 4-point hit, but I tend to avoid hits on the final day as a general rule. James Maddison is a player I'd like to keep. He's a differential against an already relegated Sheffield United side, and Spurs have a history of high-scoring matches on the final day. So I'm leaning towards Alexander Isak as the player who makes way. The Swede's form has been impressive with 10 goals since Gameweek 27, but only 2 of those have come away from home. And Brentford have conceded the fewest expected goals in the last 4 game weeks. I like Mateta and Watkins as potential like-for-like replacements, but I'm leaning more towards selling Garnacho and benching Isak in order to target a midfielder. Michael Olise and Leandro Trossard are the front runners. The Crystal Palace winger has found his groove with 4 goals and 2 assists in his last 4 starts, to average 10.5 points. Failing that, an alternative path I could take is to add David Raya to my existing double Arsenal defence, especially now there are doubts over Ederson after his nasty collision with Romero. The Gunners have kept clean sheets in 7 of their last 9 matches, ahead of Everton's visit to the Emirates. But Garnacho to Olise is the move I'm leaning towards, and for one last time this season, here's how the team is set to line up. Deciding against a move for David Raya would mean a tough decision between Petrovic and Ederson if the latter is past fit to play. Chelsea have kept clean sheets in each of their last 3 home matches, but Man City have a title on the line and have conceded just once in their last 5 matches. So if available, Ederson would get the nod. Having showed his attacking capabilities last game week, Pedro Porro faces a Sheffield United side with weaknesses at both ends of the field. Only Everton and Brighton have scored fewer goals than the Blades this calendar year, and they've conceded a league-high 52, 8 more than any other side. Ben White and Gabriel host an Everton side safe from relegation, with the fewest goals scored since the turn of the year. The Toffees have failed to score in 5 of their last 9 matches on the road, totaling 4 goals across that spell. Son Heung-min was denied by Stefan Ortega after racing clear one-on-one with a score at 1-0. The South Korean recorded 3 big chance involvements in Gameweek 37, with 8 shots and 5 attempted assists. Sheffield United have shipped a league-high 19 goals in the past 5 game weeks. Similarly, James Maddison missed from close range against Burnley, to go 10 matches now without a goal. He's fared better on the road than at home this season, with 7 assists and 3 goals in 11 away starts. The Blades have conceded an average of 3 goals per game at home. Phil Foden has bagged 6 goals in his last 5 starts, to average 10.4 points. Only Havertz and Palmer have earned more points among midfielders during this calendar year. West Ham have conceded league-high tallies of 15 goals and 21 big chances across the last 4 away matches. Nicholas Jackson has found the net in each of his last 3 outings at home, accruing 4 goals and 3 assists. No forward has earned as many as his 36 points in that spell, while only Haaland can improve on his 12 shots. Bournemouth have shipped 37 goals on the road this season, with only West Ham, Sheffield United and Luton conceding more. Cole Palmer's form at home makes him a tempting differential captain for those chasing, The Chelsea talisman has returned in each of his last 10 starts at Stamford Bridge, amassing 15 goals and 3 assists over that run. He's earned 106 points in home matches this calendar year, a whopping 42 more than any other player. But with the Golden Boot and Premier League title firmly in his sight, it's once again hard to overlook Erling Haaland. The Norwegian has found the net 9 times in his last 6 appearances, accumulating a leading 13 big chances.